doing?
Hi.
Hi.
In your nice new place.
Yeah, this is my new Airbnb living, and I'm enjoying it very much. I have a very awesome backyard with a pool, and it's very new. It's completely a switch for my life. You know, living on the water for 18 years and raising two kids, and anyway, just huge changes. Really sad news. Of course, I lost my dog a few days ago, and yeah, it was really hard. She was really sick, and we knew she wouldn't last a whole much, a lot longer, but not this soon after the move. And I think it was a lot of shock for her. And anyway, she had a great life. We miss her. It's so sad. It's the hardest thing ever. I had no idea how difficult this would feel or be, but it's horrible. It's horrible, but great memories. And she's 14 years. I mean, that's a long time. What's
14
that?
years.
14 years old, like for a chocolate lab. That's really good. So anyway,
Sorry about this.
Yeah, thank you. I know. But anyway, we have great memories, so I'll cherish them forever. Absolutely. Have you ever had an animal?
Yeah, I've lost a couple shepherds, so I know where you're coming from. I had a big Swiss white shepherds actually, so I had two. So they're like German shepherds, but with long hair, and they're totally white. So they're kind of like a Princess Mononoke's wolf.
Wow. And I was gonna say, it looks like a wolf, right?
Yeah. One of them actually had a thyroid disorder, and he grew to be just massive. He was like 100-something pounds. It was a shepherd, huge shepherd, and he was crazy because of his thyroid problem. And so he'd bark at everyone but me and our family. And then we sent him to the Adirondacks, like for real, sent him to the Adirondacks. But then he bit someone in the Adirondacks, and then they put him down. So
yeah,
I love that dog. He was really crazy. He was really crazy. He was sweet.
Aw, sounds like he was sweet. I mean, realistically, dogs do bite, and they are dogs after all, right? I mean, not all dogs bite, but what?
I think I'm not explaining it properly. This was like it was the world, like the world's biggest shepherd you've ever seen. Like his thyroid thing made him massive and insane, and we would like walk him down the street, and the reason we couldn't keep him in New York is because he had a lunging on the street problem where he'd literally like pull and try to attack people, but he was so big that we like couldn't hold him. And so like a crazy dog, but I love the dog, and the dog loved me and my parents.
Aww.
It was
cute. Okay, what's his name? I have to ask, what's his name, or what was his name?
Mystic. I'm sorry, that makes me so sad. I've had Max, Mystic, and Harry. Mystic was the crazy one.
Aww.
A small cocker spaniel. Her name is Ruby, and she's itty bitty. She's at my mom's house right now. My parents refused to get another big boy dog, even though that's what I want anyway.
Cute, very cute. So you understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm sorry.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. It's, we know she wasn't going to stay forever, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I had a lot of support on Twitter and Facebook. Amazing. So many stories touched my heart. Other people that lost their dogs and shared their stories. So I'm very grateful for all the support. It was really nice to have that. So it's very touching. Very touching.
Twitter can be good for that sometimes. Yeah, when people are encouraging and kind, and actually share their stories, Twitter can be a really nice place.
Absolutely, yeah. Because we are real people and we have real stories, and I think that's part of living and sharing and who we are and what we do. I think that's how we stay connected. It's such a great part of it. You're right, absolutely. Twitter.
Yeah.
Yay for Twitter.
Twitter.
So we're pretty excited, eh? What's coming up? Blockchain Futurist Conference in Toronto. So excited.
Next week, in a few days, actually. It's already Thursday, I guess.
Yeah. It's already Thursday. I know. It really flew by fast. And cute little story between you and me. We had met at the original conference last year. And it's a funny story, actually. So do you want to say the first part?
Yeah, I mean, I totally actually didn't even put that together. So yeah, I met you at Futurist last year. Was that the first ever Blockchain Futurist conference?
That I don't know if it was the first one ever, but it's the first conference I had ever been to. Yeah. And so I really don't know, to be honest. I don't know if it was the first one.
I don't really know either, which is funny about like just like the how new the space is, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was there last year, and just like we can just go to the background. It's a funny circumstance. I was only there last year. I actually. And they don't allow you to do it this year. I actually checked, so don't get any ideas, people. But last year, their ticketing system, I actually put in a bunch of promo codes, and I got a VIP ticket, and that's how I got in last year. And I was really excited, and I actually told Laura and Tracy this story, and they thought it was awesome that people were finding ways to come to these conferences. Yeah. They thought it was super cool. And I'm excited that this year now I'm going to be a speaker, which is total difference from me exploiting the lack of fail-safe in the ticketing system.
Totally cool. I did the same. I put in a promo code and I got a huge discount or something like that. Anyway, I was able to get in.
Promo codes, and I got my VIP tickets for $15.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, so it was really super fun. Awesome. I was with the panel then. But yeah, I do remember meeting you in the women's bathroom at the Blockchain Futurist. Yeah, absolutely. And I worked for a different channel then, so I remember when I did cryptofinally, you didn't realize it was me.
Yeah, we were in the bathroom exchanging some kind of thought. I don't know if it was whatever. I thought.
I was in the stall, and you were talking to some other woman. You were talking entirely, and I don't remember exactly what the context of it was, but I came out and I joined into the conversation, and I thought that was really funny and interesting, you know, especially with women in the blockchain space, that like in the women's bathroom. I thought it was pretty cool. And that was the first time we met, and I remember we talked a bunch after that too.
We did, and then we were outside of the bathroom, and I met your business associate partner, and you introduced me, and we talked for a while, and I just really loved your energy. We really, I don't know, it felt like we really clicked, and we were chatting, and I thought, wow, these guys are awesome. And you gave me your business card. I still have it. And then that was it. And then
business.
Yeah, that's it. The Cryptonauts business card. And I kept it, and what's that? I couldn't hear you.
So that's a rare item.
Oh, is it?
Limited.
Well, then I'll keep it. That's hilarious. And then so Bitcoin Ben was coming up to do a meetup in Ottawa in January of this year. So I thought, I should call up Rachel and see if she wants to come and do some media coverage for it. And then, of course, on Twitter, I had seen you as cryptofinally, and then we talked, and I said, hey, would you like to come up to the Bitcoin Ben meetup and do some media coverage? We're going to be having it on this day. And you said, Amina, it's me. And I said, what do you mean? You said, it's me, it's cryptofinally. And I said, get out. I said, Rachel Siegel, cryptofinally. I didn't put the two together.
No, it was super funny. You reached out to me. I know you didn't realize, but like, yeah. And I was like, I remember DMing you. Like, no, I'm the girl you met in the bathroom.
Exactly. And I'm like, oh my God, I loved you. I remember saying that to you. I loved you. And you're like, yeah, I loved you too. And it's like, it's so funny. What a story. hilarious. All this time, I had no idea on Twitter that you were Rachel. So very funny.
Well, there wasn't a really big difference. There couldn't have been a massive time difference between that so I launched cryptofinally on November 1st. Mm-hmm. And so last year we would have met in August. And actually, no, you know what it was? It was end of August that our channel like changed what we were doing over at Cryptonauts. The face, Nathan actually joined Altcoin Buzz. And he was in Cryptonauts. And so then I actually still work with Gio, who wrote the videos for that channel. But then I started CryptoFinally. And
cool. And that's a short, that's a very short span for you to have gone from there to there. At least I mean, that's probably why I didn't put the two together.
It was a really,
yeah. Well done for sure. But really fun in that we're returning a year later with all that in between, and so many things to look forward to this year with Euclid and Mistal Oaks, and oh my gosh, there's so many people.
I love them.
Right? They're awesome. They're so fun.
And the goddess, they're the best.
They are. They really are. Very sweet.
They're super sweet.
Yeah, super, super sweet. So looking for, I've never met them. I just can feel that they are. And, very excited.
I've been talking to Goddess a little bit about it. I'm excited to see her out there. Mm-hmm. It's always a good time.
Yeah, it's awesome. So who else is coming? There's, oh my gosh.
Everyone. Literally everyone.
It's gonna be it really, yeah. Pretty exciting. You've met most of them. I haven't yet.
You've met all these people, Amina. Mel's coming.
I met Mel.
She's coming.
Yes.
She's wonderful. So she'll be out there. She's bringing her friend that I met on her birthday. Super sweet. I'm really excited. Like cool, real people. Nice. I'm excited to hang out with Mel. She gets in on the day of the conference, but she's actually speaking as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see her too. I really love her. We had a really good time in Toronto at the Crypto Chicks Hackathon, so we got to really connect there. That was fun.
We had a sleepover. You, me, and Mel had a whole slumber. It was really sweet. There were like snacks and pajamas and everything.
Yeah, I felt very young again. It was really awesome. You guys have amazing energy. We had a great conversation, actually, like a really good conversation that night. I remember that. Smart girls. Love it.
That was super fun. And then like I think it met like 2 nights later, and like me and her like raged, and I threw snacks out the window at her and Ken Bosak. That was fun too.
I missed that part.
You didn't awesome. See it on my Instagram.
Yeah.
It was a little embarrassing, but it was so funny.
That's hilarious.
And then I did the suitcase video there too. That's funny. Toronto was a fun time. I lived my best self out in Toronto.
Yeah, it's good energy in Toronto. Absolutely.
I'm in Toronto right now. Gosh, I'm talking about it like not here. I'm actually,
exactly.
I'm waiting for the conference to start. Just hanging out.
Yeah, it's awesome. How's the weather where you are? We're cooling down a little. Well, cooling down. We're like 23 degrees instead of 28 degrees.
I don't know Celsius.
Oh, yeah, right.
That sounds very cold to me. But out here, I'll look in Fahrenheit and see. But it's been nice. It like rained a little bit back and forth, which was cooling it down. Not so hot, not so cold. I wouldn't bring your shorts or your parkas if you're getting ready for Futurist.
Not yet. Not yet, anyway.
Like it. Yeah, not yet.
I think it's supposed to be nice for the conference, though. I was looking at the weather next week. Looks like it's going to be nice. Oh, and DDP is coming. They're going to be there on the 13th. That's a real treat if you've never experienced a DDP event. So they go around many locations globally and
decentralized dance party.
Decentralized dance party. Correct.
Okay.
And it's really cool because they just show crypto and Bitcoin, and they have all these boom boxes which they'll give to you, and they sync it to the same song. So we're all playing the same song, and every other person has a boombox, and some of them are dressed up in like a banana or just like random costumes. It's funny, and they dance. So they find a venue to start out with, and I think they're going to start at the Rebel Center, where the conference is, and at 9 o'clock p.m. on the 13th. And then we'll start out there, and we'll just start dancing, and we'll go to the end location, which is the distillery in Toronto, which is a really cool area. So we'll dance from the Rebel Center to the distillery, and whoever we meet along the way will join us. So we're hoping by the end of it, we have like this swarm of people, and just like, dancing Bitcoin, and it's hilarious.
How long is that? How long is the walk?
We're going to be dancing and running. Like, it's not going to be walking. Probably, I don't know, a couple hours or something. I don't know, maybe an hour. I don't know how far it is. No idea. But
I'm not athletic, but I'm in. That's Tuesday night. That's the 13th, right?
The 13th. So wear your running shoes. Yeah.
I'm down. That'll be fun. I'm excited to meet you. So you and I are going to go to that party on the 12th.
Yes. On the 12th, the opening night party. Definitely, we're going.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with some crypto people as well out here who said they might want to tag along with us. And so
cool. Okay.
There's awesome. Such a community out here. There are so many cool people.
Yeah, there are a lot in Toronto. Yeah. It's pretty good. And in Toronto, there's Bitcoin Bay, which is the first meetup that ever started. I don't know if it's the first one in Canada, but definitely in Toronto. It's one of the original ones. And there's a lot of people that came out of that meetup that went off and started blockchain projects from there. So it's kind of cool. Very, very cool. They're located on Bay Street, I think. But great speakers, too. There's going to be a lot of great speakers at the event. It looks really cool. I'm looking forward to that.
A lot of them are speaking, too. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. There's a lot of accessibility. I know Nye's speaking. I'm excited for that. I've actually heard Nye speak. I've been at so many events with him, but I haven't heard him on stage. So I'm excited to hear that.
Yeah, so am I.
Speak too. Mm-hmm. I haven't heard Mel give a talk. I've heard her on panels before, but I'm really excited to hear her talk too.
Yeah, so am I. I've heard her at the panel, but not speak. I've never even met Nye, let alone listened to him. I've heard some of his. I think I've watched one of his videos. Yeah, he looks really like he is. Nice.
And I remember what you're talking about, Mel's panel last time we were all here in Toronto for Crypto Chicks, and she just slayed it. That was amazing.
Yeah, very cool.
I remember I was sitting in the audience, and I was talking to the people. It was a whole team of us sitting there rooting for Mel. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
there was a
totally.
Big. Yeah, and I remember I was muttering under my breath. I was like, "Don't let him interrupt you, Mel." And then all of a sudden, she just was like, "Excuse me," and she just gave the slam it answer. She's an amazing speaker. I am excited about.
Yeah, she's got great energy about her. She's very confident girl, and just a smart girl. Looking forward to it.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
story about Mel that I haven't even told her. This is outrageous. And I almost made a tweet about it, and I couldn't get it in enough words, and it was upsetting, and then everyone always doesn't believe me when I say this stuff anyway. But I was checking out of a hotel in Emeryville, California, and I was wearing my crypto movement Bitcoin shirt hoodie. And it's a red one that says Bitcoin. It looks like Netflix. And I'm checking out of the hotel, and the guy who's checking out looks up at me and says, "So do you know a lot about Bitcoin and blockchain technology?" The guy who's literally works in the hotel. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, this is what I do. I talk a little bit about Bitcoin. We talk about blockchain." He tells me how he's doing some work in Colombia right now. And how he went to a blockchain conference in Colombia recently to talk to more people who were where he was from and see what was going on in the community there. And I said to him, my friend actually recently just spoke at a blockchain conference, and the guy goes, "What's his name?" And I go, "Her name is Mel." And first off, like, I'm not even gonna like focus on this next point, which goes to show how few women are getting speaking roles, especially when it comes to like these smaller conferences. I know the bigger ones are being a lot more inclusive right now, but the smaller meetups, you know, still have some work to do. But anyway, I said, "Her name is Mel," and he goes, "Does she have red hair?" Mel has flaming red hair, and I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, she's short." I'm like, "She's short, does red hair. Yeah, she's Blossom for sure." And he actually had seen Mel speak at the conference that she had spoken on in Colombia. And so, Mel, I haven't told you that story, but you're hearing it now. And I gave him my email address because I didn't have yours handy. And he would love to talk to you more. Cool guy.
Cool.
Bye.
Cool. Nice. You hear that, Mel?
But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's really cool. But it's understandable that he would say, you know, what's his name? There are so many men that are in it for sure. But I think the women are growing and it'll come. It's happening. There's certainly more and more. I tend to see a lot more now. So it'll happen. Of course it will. Of course. But yeah.
It's just about allowing them, like, show them that crypto's out there, that it's a real thing. Like, literally, I was getting my nails done the other day, by the way. Like,
nice. Love it. Is that a Bitcoin?
That's why I'm showing you. I'm not just like showing my nails. It's a Bitcoin.
Yeah, cool.
Can't hold still. Sorry.
Awesome.
It's a Bitcoin. But the woman who was doing it, I mean, me and her got into this full conversation about cryptocurrency while she's doing my nails, and she thought it was so cool. And she's asking me, like, do you still think there's time to invest and stuff like that? And like, for the love of Satoshi, like, she had just never heard about how to do it. She didn't know how to do it. It's not that she wasn't interested as a woman in being in crypto. She just didn't have the accessibility. And paints a freaking Bitcoin on my fingernail, and now she knows how to invest. Like, super
cool. Of course. Yeah, and it's just a lack of not knowing. And, you know, I was downtown with one of the lead developers for Flow last week, and we were just talking Bitcoin downtown just to get a feel for the city down here. And, you know, some people would back away from us just because they said, "Oh, we know nothing," and they felt intimidated. And more thought, well, no, that's okay. That's why we'd love to tell you more about it. And it is intimidating for people, so they tend to back away and not want to know. But hey, you know what? It's just a matter of asking questions and finding a meetup or doing a little bit of research, because I didn't know nothing and I have no tech background. I never did before this, and I learned so much. And it's really quite easy, actually. It's not that difficult.
It's not. It's really not. It does really help. I'm sorry if you hear that siren. But it does really help to have human beings who can help you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my friend Nathan, my old business partner that you met at Futurist with me, and Gio, the guy who I still work with now, me and him are still making designs and writing about blockchain and making videos together. But the two of them really helped set me up, you know, and helped me open my first wallet, figure out how to get started, you know, when I first got started. And it was still overwhelming, but having another person there with you, like, really does make the difference. So, you know, reach out, go meet people.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. I run it.
Yeah.
I run a meetup in Ottawa, and I love it. I love sharing. I have learned so much just from my meetup members. A lot of high tech between Toronto and Ottawa. It's a ton of high tech. And it just, you know, I didn't really know a whole lot. I know I had an interest. I know I had curiosity, and I had questions myself. And I learned so much from my members that I could then share back and continue the meetups. It's amazing. So,
yeah. Love that. Like, and I got started, you know, after I met those friends, and they're from Los Angeles, and I was in New York at the time. I started going to the Bitcoin Center meetups, and that I joined all of them, and I went every single time. I became the host of the Bitcoin Center, New York City. Yeah, it was so much fun. It's really just about finding your community. And you know what? Honestly, the more that I travel, the more places that I go, and the more people that I meet, there's community everywhere. It's really about finding it. getting out there and really partaking in stuff, because I'm finding crypto people in pretty much every city I go.
Yeah, very cool. Absolutely. No, it's great. Yeah, so carrying on here. Oh, so I wanted to ask you, where are you headed after the Futurist conference?
New York City.
Okay, back home.
Go to New York for a week, deal with some life, apparently. Meet up with some people over there. I have to see my associate producer who lives out in Brooklyn. And then I'm going to go to Florida.
Nice.
So it's New York for a week, and then Florida, I believe, for 9 days, something like that. And me and the Bits and Tokens team, I don't know if you know them at all. They're super cool people. Are going to shoot a video out in Florida.
Oh, fun.
I'm
Very
excited.
Fun.
Yeah.
So what is it, a music video?
It is. We're going to shoot 2 music videos, actually, in Florida, and it's a really good time. I'm really excited to have the Bits and Token people there with me. Annalise and Tim are going to be there for sure, and they're great. They're great production people. They're great at media. They're good at what they do. I'm going to have them in the video as well because I love them.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Last time I was in Florida, you remember when I was in Florida about a month ago or something? Maybe more, I don't know. When I was in Florida last time, me and them had so much fun. My goodness, we did so many fun things. We swam in pools. We met lemurs. There were sports cars and arcades. Anyway, sweet people, really excited. I want you to meet them at some point.
For sure.
You'll love them.
Nice. Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure it'll happen.
It will.
That's cool. It sounds like a lot of fun. So you're going to Florida, and then I guess it just continues. Like you just keep planning from there.
I'm not sure where I'm going to go in between, but I know that I'm going to be at Coinvention in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And I'm talking to the people at Anarchadelphia right now. I'm hoping to get out there as well. So I'll probably do a short stint back in Philly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for you. You're really, really progressing with your whole new world in the crypto world. I mean, it's fantastic what you're doing. You're really working hard. So good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate you. So I'll be going to the Bitcoin Ben meetup in St. Louis, Missouri on I think that's the 17th on the Saturday. We're going to be in a park, and it sounds like there's going to be a lot of people coming to this one. So that's pretty exciting. I'm very excited about that.
He's going all the way to Missouri.
Well, he lives in Missouri. He lives there in St. Louis.
I don't know why I thought he was from Canada.
No, that was just a meetup he did up here, but he came up here twice. So maybe just because you saw me and him and you put it together or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's cool you're going out there.
Yeah. So there's quite a few of us. I know Bix Weir, Road to Ruta, he's going to be doing a show. He's going to be, singing his songs in the park. He's really good. He's a really good singer.
He is. I remember we saw him when we were in Texas.
Yes. So he's really good.
That's the last time I saw Ben as well, was when you and I were out in Texas.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then of course the Litecoin family. A lot of them are going to be there. Not all of them, but quite a few of them will be there. It's going to be fun. So looking forward to that. And what about in October? Are you heading down to Vegas at all for the Litecoin Summit or the?
I am going. I'm confirmed. I'm all locked in for World CryptoCon and the Litecoin Summit right now.
There's both. Yeah.
There's actually like a couple more that are going on that week too, and I'm talking to them as well. So I'm gonna go to Hawaii actually for that. Yeah, it's super fun. I'm excited.
Nice.
I can't wait. Anyway, so I'll tell you more about that when we get closer to it. But I'm going to Hawaii, and then after Hawaii, I'm gonna shoot a straight shot. It's actually super inexpensive to fly from Hawaii to Las Vegas. It's actually super inexpensive to fly to Las Vegas, no matter where you go, because of the commercial marketing and the money they make back in the gambling and all those fucking rigged shit. But anyway, I'm gonna fly to Vegas from Hawaii in early October. So I'm going to do something similar to what I'm doing here with Futurist. I'm going to be out in Las Vegas probably for most of the month of October, leading into the events. I'm excited to see Jacqueline out there. Do you know Satoshi Proof?
No, well, I haven't met any. Yeah.
Very sweet girl. Awesome. I met her in Los Angeles, but I'll probably see her at some point when I'm out in Vegas, and I'm excited for that. But yeah, I'll be there for about a month, and then I'm going to go to those events. Should be fun. Everyone's going to be there too. Apparently, it's a big one. Cryptofinally didn't exist during the last World CryptoCon, so.
That's awesome. Well, you'll definitely be able to show them.
To show them my awesome.
Your nail.
I'm gonna keep getting Bitcoin nails. I'm gonna do a different one each time.
Do a Litecoin. Get a Litecoin nail.
I might do all different ones. I just didn't want to appear shilly, but okay, so the nail artist was also telling me I was thinking silver and blue, and I was like, no, make it girl Bitcoin nails. I'm excited
cool.
about
it. It's fun. You're having fun. I think there's a huge element of fun in all of this, and you have to there's work, there's seriousness, and there's fun, and there's joy, and you have to have it all. So good for you. It is. I was just telling somebody earlier today, because they were asking, I haven't talked to them in a long time, and they were asking me about, what's new in my life, and I was telling her, and I was saying just how much fun I'm having. It's a blast. Because I love what I'm doing. There's work, but when you love what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. And there is a lot of fun within all of this as well. The conferences are a riot. I mean, they're fun because you get to meet each other. You get to connect with your fellow family, crypto family. And besides learning and the education, there's a huge education element to it as well. But yeah, I know it's just great fun. We're gonna have so much fun next week. I can't wait.
We are really good time. I'm excited about it. I think the Futurist is gonna be awesome. I loved Futurist last year.
Totally. Ken Bozak, he was there. He's coming back, and Euclid is gonna be running a mile. Good Lord, I can't run. I don't know. Maybe I'll cheer him along. Okay, you froze a little. Say it again.
Now it's awkward. I'm not gonna run.
Oh, we can hold the water bottles out. Here we go.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. It's all fun.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Totally.
And then the after party, the cabana party, was fun last year.
Yes.
Last year I jumped in the swan floaties. What the story that I tell is that I jumped in the pool with all my clothes, but the true story is that I jumped in the swan floaty and did my very, very, very best not to get the rest of my clothes wet and then fell.
Right.
That's actually what happened.
And it was 40 degrees. It was really hot during that conference. So I don't think it really mattered. Nobody really cared.
No one cared at all. But I do remember, and I didn't remember this because I didn't know who Ken Bosak was at the time.
Yeah.
I had just not heard of him. And so I do remember, and he confirmed this for me later, that the first time I ever met him, I was not nice. He came up to me.
Did he say that?
I'm soaking wet. I'm wearing a towel. I'm standing by the door, ready to go. Everyone's been drinking. It's a party vibe. And this guy walks up to me, and he's half naked, also soaking wet. He doesn't have a tent. He asks me, where'd you get your towel? Can I? And then I tell him where I got the towel, and then he wanted to talk to me. And Ken is such a sweetheart, and if I had known, I would have stood there. But in my mind, I was just oh, here's a soaking wet guy trying to talk to me, and I'm tired. I'm going home. And I said to him, no, I'm good, sir. It worked fine. And I remember that. And I remember finding out, me and Ken were talking on a video chat one time. And I said to him, that was you.
Right.
Yeah, and apparently he had known that forever, but I did not know. And me and him had already been friends for a while by the time he told me that story.
That's funny. That's hilarious. The first encounters and didn't even know it.
I had no idea. Yeah.
That party was fun though. That was a riot.
It was a different time for me. It was a totally different part of life. I was doing totally else. I'm in a completely different realm now. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm wearing my Buns t-shirt, and they're a food sponsor again this year. And then it's so cool because they did all the food trucks just outside of the Rebel Center, and really good food too, like really great choices. And then they give out, for anyone who doesn't know, they give out you these bun tokens. So you get like, I had 5,000 free bun tokens last year or something like that. Like we got quite a few. And you could use them throughout the whole conference to buy your food. It was excellent, and which just taught people how to use crypto. It was awesome. I still have some. There's
I do too.
do you? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Like there's a restaurant here in Ottawa that I can actually use them. And you can also trade items. Like it's like a trading site, like a Craigslist as well. So where you could like sell whatever you want on there and use your bun tokens if you wanted to. So anyway, they're going to be there. So it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excited.
I'm excited too. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic. And then I got a busy week, so I'll be doing that. And then the very next day flying out to St. Louis and then back home. And then I think I have a week to myself before I go back to work because I work for the school board. So I will be back at school in September, and we're not sure for how long because it looks like I will be working maybe I won't talk about it right now, but anyway, I'm excited. Lots of great stuff coming.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. I got good stuff coming. Maybe we can talk about it when we can talk about it.
Yes, exactly. We will. We'll do another one of these.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, I'm going to let you go, and thank you for your time and chatting tonight. This was awesome. Can't wait to see you next week. Looking so forward to it. I think you're freezing out.
I'm excited to see you. I'll see you on Monday.
Yeah.
Oh no. Poor it says. But anyway, I'll see you on Monday. This has been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thanks, Rachel. We'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.